Howdy everybody, David here. So this is already week 8. Week 8 already, holy cow, the time is really flying by. I'm almost at, I think, day 50 now with the stream challenge. So anyways, this is week 8, February 23rd through March the 1st. Now, you guys have heard me talk about possibly needing a couple Dungeons & Dragons 5e players for the Friday D&D 5e Horde of the Dragon Queen game. Well, I do need players. Now, I'm going to need a total of 2 to 3 players that will be replacing other members of the group. Other members that no longer are able to play anymore, commit the time, and several other players that I just simply have not heard back from. So, like I said, I'm going to be needing 2 players, possibly 3. Now, if you are interested in playing in this game, this is a semi-permanent spot. This game will go on for the entirety of the rest of the Horde of the Dragon Queen, which we will be starting in Chapter 7. We will be picking up where the other group left off, and I will have a little segue story of what happens between Chapter 6 and Chapter 7 to get everyone caught up, basically back up to speed. Now, there's going to be some requirements. Usually in the past, I've been very lenient on who I let into the games, and I'm just simply not going to do that anymore. So I do have some requirements now, and the requirements are these. And if you do not fill one or any of these, please save me some grief, save me some time. Do not waste your time, and do not waste my time. I know that's very upfront and in your face, but this is what I'm going to be looking for. First off, you need to have a working PC that can handle running Roll20 in a browser, running a webcam, and also be able to use TeamSpeak. Now, this is a must. If any of these cannot happen, like I said, please do not waste my time. This has to happen. We use WebRTC inside the Roll20 game, and we also use TeamSpeak because it is much clearer than WebRTC speech. Less echoey, and plus for streaming purposes, I have to use TeamSpeak. Next, you have to be able to roleplay. If you do not roleplay, please do not waste my time. Do not waste your time. I am looking for people that want to RP, that want to have a good time. I do not want robots saying, I move here, I attack, bonus action, standard action. I'm not looking for that. Alright, so if you're not an RPer, this is not going to be the game for you. Next, you must be able to commit to 4 to 5 hours every week. That's it. We're only going to play once a week. You guys know when we play. Friday, 8 p.m. to midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. If you cannot commit to that, if you cannot only commit to half of the time or 3/4 of the time, I don't want that. Next, you need to be able to give me your undevoted attention for 4 hours. I invest a lot of time into these games. It takes a long time. Just because you see a 4-hour game, that means that I probably have about 8 to 12 hours of time prepping, creating maps, doing side encounters, also changing things up because I like to change things up in modules. So if you cannot give me 4 hours of your undevoted attention, then I do not want you in the game. And a couple of examples are, I don't want you playing another game while we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, meaning World of Tanks, meaning World of Warships, or World of, anything. World of Warcraft. Watching another stream. Not going to happen. And if it does happen, simply put, you will not be invited back. So I need your undevoted attention for 4 hours. If I did not prep for games and if we just showed up, imagine how it would be. Seriously. Around a table, it would be okay to do that. But when you're playing on a virtual tabletop, things are much different on a virtual tabletop. There's much more time investment needed if you want the visuals, and I want the visuals. So, all right, next thing, time zone, very important. This is Eastern Standard Time. You know, I am on the East Coast, so 8 p.m. to midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning. I have several European players. It does affect them. It is 5 to 6 hours ahead of time. So, I really prefer Euros to be able to commit to this, as you know, as long as you are going to be able to handle it. I have no problem at all. But if I see that you're 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late, not showing up, I will replace you. Okay? So, like I said, these are the requirements that I have. Now, here's what you need to do to sign up if you are truly interested. Alright, first off, you need to go to my website, tabletopping.net. There is a contact link at the top of the navigation. Alright, click on the contact link. You will be able to put your name, any kind of file that you want to upload, which I don't know why you would, and then a brief description of yourself. Okay, so I am going to unlock the floodgates, and I will start calling people into my TeamSpeak server. Now, some of you may already have it, some of you may not. So, as I edit this video and let you guys know, hey, the time is now, which the time is now. We're going to take a week, maybe 2 weeks, but I want to make sure I have the right players. And like I said, this game will end at the end of the Horde of the Dragon Queen. So we're probably going to get at least another 2 to 3 months of gameplay out of this particular campaign. Where it goes from there, that's up to the group. So, does the group want to continue on with Rise of Tiamat? I need to see if it's going to work first. So, here's your chance if you want to play in a long-term, permanent game. Well, not permanent, but long-term game with the possibility of doing more in the future. So, what I want you to do, go to the website, like I said, hit the contact button. I want what your name is in the Twitch channel. If you're not from the Twitch channel, then you need to give me your, just give me your name and stuff. I'll get back to you, and, you know, I'll give you the TeamSpeak information. I'll invite you in, and we'll talk one-on-one. We will not talk in front of everybody else in TeamSpeak. We'll do a one-on-one. So I think that's the best thing for you and the best thing for me. And like I said, I am going to have a series of questions that I do want to ask you, because I do want to get I want to get to know the players a little bit better before I just invite a warm body to the virtual tabletop. I've done that in the past, and it's just not the right thing to do. And now that, you know, I do have a multitude of people looking to get into games, then now this is the first time I'm publicly opening it up like this. So, you know, if you want to play, if you meet all the requirements, able to handle, you know, sounds playing in Roll20 without it crashing, webcam, TeamSpeak, know how to work all this stuff. I need you to not be a robot. I'm looking for role players. Need you to be able to commit to 4 to 5 hours a week. Also Eastern Standard Time. Also, like I said, you need to be able to commit to give me your undivided attention without playing other video games, without watching other streams, watching YouTube, and also I need you to be able to learn your class and play your class effectively. I'm not going to DM, and I'm not going to play your class for you. And if I think that it's not working out that way, there's somebody else out there that will play the class right. So I know all these things seem harsh. I want to have fun. I want the players to have fun. But hey, I'm the dungeon master of the game. I have requirements as well. So there you go. Contact me. Website link will be down below. Click on the link. I'll start getting back to you guys. If you don't hear from me within 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you will hear back from me. I promise. Because I don't know how many people are going to want to play. Honestly, if I get 3 or 4 people that want to play, you'll hear back from me sooner rather than later. Alright, next thing. Tutorials. I'm going to be doing some tutorials this week. This week I'll be taking a break from D&D 5th edition character creation stuff. I will be doing more mechanics for D&D 5e, and also I will be doing the new character sheet updates for Roll20, and I'll be amending the old videos, transferring links to the new videos. So that is what's going to be in the works for this week. So all of you out there that are looking for the D&D 5e macros, the D&D 4e macros, the 13th Age macros, they'll be up this week at some point. Guaranteed. Also, like I said, mechanics from the Core Player's Handbook and also the Dungeon Master's Guide with some optional things in there thrown in. Okay. So that's going to be what's going on. Now for recaps last week, I'm going to go over these very quickly. Monday, Tuesday, basically played Path of Exile. I really love that game. It is a great game, and I'm going to be doing some mapping with you guys, the viewers. So if you have level 65, level 66 characters on Path of Exile, we will be doing some normal server map runs. I'm also working up another hardcore character. Reaping Strike died last week at level 57. My fault. I didn't have the gear, and I even actually called it and said, look guys, I'm going to die if I got here, and Merciless, and I did. I'm not mad. It's no problem. I've already got another character up into the 20s. So, alright. That's going to be Monday, Tuesday. Probably not doing Cards of Humanity this week. Probably not going to be doing Tabletop Simulator. So, now we're going to go on to Wednesday. Fireside Chat is going to be dedicated to Pathfinder. I've really lacked spending time on learning rules for Pathfinder. 13th Age, I'm solid. 5e, I'm solid. 4th Edition, I'm solid. I will be spending the majority of the time this week. We will be going over Pathfinder stuff, combat maneuvers, spells, castings, casting times. We're going to be going over a lot of the basic stuff with Pathfinder. So that's going to be Wednesday night. Now, Thursday is the 13th Age game. We'll be running webcams again. I'm really happy with the way that game is going. I am using the default setting, which is the Dragon Empire from the core rulebook and the 13th Age 13 True Ways book. I love 13th Age, and the more that I play it, the more that it is starting to become my favorite game. And I love the simplicity of it, but yet I love the complexity of the classes, and I love the mechanics of the monsters and the classes put together. I love how everything scales and a character sees progression, because there's only 10 levels in that game, and I really, really like it. And I think everybody else does too. So that's Thursday. Now, they're going to be having to start doing their mapping. They have a mausoleum that they need to check out. They had a massive crab fest last week, which is really fun. Sort of like a little side quirky thing. But, like I said, I'm using their default settings, their locations, but it's my story. So, that leads us to Friday. Friday will probably be another Path of Exile night, but possibly I may have a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition one-shot. I can't promise that, I can't guarantee that, but I think I might be able to have something ready by then. I will try my hardest, but with everything else going on, I will do my darndest to do it. So if not, then I will definitely continue to play Path of Exile with you guys. Maybe even do some Tabletop Simulator King of Tokyo on Friday night. Now Saturday we're going to continue with Pathfinder. The party is almost done with level 2 of the Emerald Spire. I think they're really enjoying it. I am as well. They fought Gorloth, the Bone Priest, last week, and hey, Gorloth actually gave him a hard time. A couple players went down. So the mechanics in Pathfinder are really, really, really matching up nicely. Monsters compared to the players. I really like it. I know it has the possibility, as the players get higher level, I know that it's going to have the possibility to get out of hand. But that's why we're staying within the core rulebook only. I don't want it to get out of hand, and I'm going to try to contain that as much as I can with what tools that we have to use in the core book. Plus using all of the the bestiaries. So, all right, Sunday there will be no 4th edition game. We finished up the game last night. We will be starting up again. I talked to all the players after the game. They are still committed, so I am not looking for any D&D 4th edition players. Everybody will be coming back. Now there's going to be some changes. First off, we will be doing webcams. We will be doing a lot more RP in 4th edition, and we will not be those typical standard 4th edition robots saying, I move here, I use this power. It's not going to happen. So we're going to take about 3 weeks off from D&D 4th edition, and then we'll be continuing on with the epic story of Orcus. The party was killed. We didn't have a combat for that. There was no need to have a combat for level 4 characters against a level 24 and a level 21. No need for that. But hey, you know me, I like to do things. I like to write as well. So you guys know for sure that there are going to be some things that are changing within this game, and you'll still see the same players back. What roles are going to be doing, that's yet to be determined, and we may even convert this to from 4th edition to 5th edition. I have not made up my mind yet on that yet, but that is something that I really have to think long and hard on, and I'm going to probably take about the next week to do that. So, but anyways, that is what happened last week. This week is the same thing. Like I told you guys, tonight, tomorrow, I'll be playing Path of Exile. Wednesday, like I said, Fireside Chat, guys. Pathfinder, we're going to be spending just about the whole entire night on Pathfinder. Thursday, 13th Age, everybody should be there. Friday, no game, Path of Exile. Saturday, Pathfinder. Warhuck will not be there, so I'm probably going to auction off his spot on Wednesday during the Fireside Chat. So if you're interested in playing in a D&D a Pathfinder game, now is your chance. Hey, this could be an audition for you as well. So I will be needing one player for Saturday. Warhuck will not be here. He's got his mother's birthday. He's taking her out. You got to take Mom. You got to take care of Mom, man. She's not going to be here forever. You're not going to be here forever. So take care of her. And I'm glad Warhuck is doing that too. So that's Saturday. Sunday, I'll be doing Path of Exile. So anyways, guys, thank you guys again. Like I said, if you're interested in playing in the game, please go to my website. The link is down below. Click on the contacts. Tell me who you are and a little brief description about yourself, why you want to play in a game, and I'll get back to you. Okay? Everybody, thanks again. Take it easy. I'll see you next week for week number 9. Wow, week 9 next week. Anyways, see you guys.